So Meta just dropped its most powerful AI ever. But look, to really get why Muse Spark is such a huge deal, you gotta go back. We have to start with a moment of, well, very public failure. Seriously, this isn't just some product launch, it's a full-on comeback story. Okay, rewind just 1 year. This was Meta's reality. Their big, shiny flagship model, Llama 4, scored an 18. An 18 on this key industry benchmark. And in the AI race, that's not just falling behind, that is a public embarrassment. And fast forward to today. After basically going dark for 9 months, this new group, Meta Superintelligence Labs, comes out of nowhere with Muse Spark. And its score? 52, on the very same index. Now let's be clear, this was not an update. This was a ground up, tear it down and start again, rebuild of their entire AI strategy. So, with a jump that big, you have to ask, right? Did Meta actually do it? Did they just launch the world's best AI? Is Muse Spark the new king of the hill? Well, the answer is way more interesting than a simple yes or no. Okay, so take a look at the rankings. Muse Spark is definitely playing in the big leagues now. It's right up there. But it's not number one. It's sitting there in fourth place, just behind the usual suspects, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic. So yeah, it's competitive, for sure. But it's not the undisputed champ, which kind of makes you wonder, what's really going on here? And this is where things get really weird. See, Muse Spark has this incredibly spiky profile. On one hand, it's an absolute genius at understanding health questions and analyzing charts, like best in the world. But then you ask it to do some coding or solve an abstract problem, and it just falls flat on its face. How can one AI be so good at some things and so bad at others? And right there, that's the key. If you're just looking at that overall score, you're missing the entire story. The real innovation here, the thing that makes MuseSpark a potential game changer, isn't what it knows, it's how it thinks. They call it contemplating mode, and it's basically their secret weapon. See, instead of having one single AI just think longer and harder about a problem, which is what most models do, MuseSpark spins up a team of up to 16 specialized AI agents that all attack the problem at the same time. So here's how it works. You ask a really complex question. The system then acts kind of like a project manager. It immediately routes the query, breaking the problem down and farming out different pieces to its specialist agents. They all work in parallel. And then, poof, their findings are all combined into one super comprehensive answer. You know, there's an analogy in Meta's own research paper that just nails it perfectly. Think of it this way. 16 people thinking for 5 minutes will almost always beat one person thinking for an hour. Why? Because that one person can get stuck, right? But a team brings different angles. It's basically parallel thinking, and it's way more robust. And that brings us all the way back to that weird, spiky performance we saw earlier. It all makes sense now. This multi-agent system is exactly why it's so uneven. See, Meta didn't try to build an AI that was just kind of okay at everything. No, they used this new architecture to build an AI that is absolutely world-class at a few very specific, very strategic things. So what was their biggest bet? Health. While everyone else is out there chasing AGI or trying to build the next great coding assistant, Meta quietly went all in on making the world's best AI for health and medical reasoning. And the results? Honestly, they're staggering. On this benchmark called Health Bench Hard, which is known for being brutally difficult, Muse Spark scores a 42.8. Now, to be clear, that's not just a win. That is a knockout. It is more than double its closest competitors from Google and Anthropic, not even in the same league. So how on earth did they do that? Well, it wasn't just the fancy new architecture. Get this, Meta actually worked with over 1,000 physicians to create and curate a massive, specialized training dataset just for medicine. They didn't just build a smart AI, they basically sent it to medical school. Okay, so this super focused strategy is clearly working. It's impressive. But to pull it off, Meta had to do something that sent absolute shockwaves through the AI community, something that completely reversed years of their own philosophy. You have to remember, for years, Meta was the champion of open source AI. I mean, with their llama models, they were the ones giving researchers and developers everywhere access to these powerful tools. They built their entire reputation on the idea that an open ecosystem is better for everyone. And then came Muse Spark, and they just threw all of that away. This model is closed, totally proprietary. The company that literally built its AI cred on being open just slammed the door shut. I mean, look at the difference. With Llama, you had open weights, you could run it on your own machine, you could fine-tune it. With Muse Spark, nope, nope, and nope. It's a complete 180 from their entire Llama philosophy. This signals a massive, fundamental shift in meta strategy. So what is the real story here? I mean, if it's not the best overall model and it betrays its open source roots, why are we even talking about it? Because looking at Muse Spark as just another AI model is completely missing the point. This isn't about launching a product. It's an invasion. 3 billion. That's how many potential users Meta has across its apps on day one. While every other company is messing around with APIs and waitlists, Meta can push a button and put this AI into the hands of nearly half the planet. Instantly. And for free. And that is exactly what they are doing. MuseSpark isn't hiding on some website. It's being rolled out everywhere. We're talking WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, even the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. It's going to be unavoidable. And this is where it all clicks. Remember that world-leading health AI? For millions of people, especially in a place like India, this means they're about to get free advanced AI health reasoning delivered instantly on WhatsApp, the same app they use to talk to their family every single day. Which brings us to the final and most important question. When you take a best-in-class AI for health advice and make it freely available to 3 billion people on the world's biggest messaging app, is that just a feature? Or is that the beginning of a whole new kind of global infrastructure? That right there is the real story.